Listen to the dynamic teachings of the Supreme Grand Master, Naya Malachi Zadok L.
Yes.
What I'd like to know is this. My mother has suggested to me to become a citizen. Okay, she works for organizations of the United
First
States.
or second class action. Because if you become a second class citizen as a Jamaican, you're safe. If you become a first class citizen, like most of the people in this country, they then fall up under Jim Crow law, which is a traveling ministry, which makes you a clown.
What I can understand was
Look it up.
I didn't want to give up my citizenship, but she was telling me that she just went home last week, and a lot of people that went down for vacation for Calypso, when they came back here, they sent it back. They sent everybody back.
That has nothing to do with the citizenship. That has to do with two things. A, the prime minister of your country died. The country is still being organized by the American government. One. Then America, I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago, in New York, said all people who don't have green cards come in and they'll issue them green cards. And hundreds of thousands of people came and they issued 1,000 green cards and they sent everybody else home. This is the new policy. I told you all this was going to happen. They're going to try to send everybody from the Caribbean, everybody from Africa, everybody from Puerto Rico. They're trying to get everybody out of here because America is in a civil war, and they don't need us aligning ourselves. They don't need us finding sides to side with, like in the Confederate War. A lot of people praise the Buffalo Soldiers. The Buffalo Soldiers betrayed us. They would use the Buffalo Soldiers to hunt out Native Americans and kill them. They created a special bullet that was used for killing only 2 groups of people. The Fuzzy Wuzzies in Sudan with the Gatling gun with a 45-70 years ago, a 45-70 bullet, and the only other people that use that bullet are Native Americans in the country. Us twice. So they're trying to get people to leave the country now.
Do I have a choice when I go to talk to my citizenship whether it's the first class and second class?
Yes. When you say nationality more, I don't fall under the 13th and 14th Amendment. Because I'm not a slave. I came from Jamaica here. You can't, so you go, or you people from the Caribbean come here, and you go down and file your papers here, they put you on the first class citizen. They make you a slave and you never was. And not a slave to these people here, they call it. If I'm there, you got to say second class citizen. I don't fall under the 13th and 14th Amendments. My nationality is Jamaican or more. And they just go, they look up at you first to see if whether they can wrestle with the point. They see you mean it. They know by law, it's in the law. They go, okay. If you have a baby in the hospital right now, and the doctor says, "Oh, we want to name the baby." You say, "I want to name the baby Min Hathor L." Oh, by the way, put more for nationality. They'll look up. Do it. They'll look up and they'll go, okay.
When I have this baby, I can
You say more, the nationality of my child is a more, M-O-O-R. Don't put M-U-U-R, because they'll say, "Father, you speak French?" You say, "No, that's what you do though." But most people don't, and they would, you know what I'm saying? You'd be in trouble. Believe me. Yeah.
My grandmother's father is full-blooded Native American, and my father's mother was full-blooded Native American. They're from Montgomery, Alabama. You know?
That's Alibaba tribe, yeah. That's Alibaba. That's called Alabama is Alibaba.
Okay.
That was the Ali name of the Moors. That could be Alabama could be a number of different tribes. What was Alabama?
My grandmother with Asian eyes.
What is Asian eyes?
Okay.
No, I'm not trying to be funny. He starts this class and says Orientals have slanted eyes. And you can go to Africa and find slanted eyes. You can go to Puerto Rico and find slanted eyes. It has nothing to do with the slant of the eye. It has to do with the lid of the eye. You follow what I'm saying? So whenever people put misinformation out, your job is to say, "Excuse me, correct that." You know, like me, you're not going to be liked for it. But you make up your mind whether you will be light or tell the truth. You always going to find somebody going to say, I made you just like stop. I got to stop to you. I'm just like my neighbor. Why? Because I'm on the corner. I just stay on fact. And people want to live in fiction. I ain't no fiction with you. So, if she lacks live. She's probably from any of the tribes out of Mexico that moved up with. If I'm saying Almac and some over in the Hispanic tribe. So it's not hard to find out. But you don't have to find out exactly what tribe you are. You have to realize that all of the tribes are Washita Moors. Don't bother you any Cherokee. Cherokee falls under the umbrella of Washita Moors. I'm a Washita Moor. And that gives you your rights, because that is on document. That's what you got to understand. When you take that piece of paper, if you feel that, and you study it, you see what I'm really saying in that paper. When you sign the note of court, you start making my own decision. On my life, that's me. And then you tell them, you start dictating. I don't call them that. You want to tell them, I'm not going to pay no tax. Now you got two books together. So they will definitely come in and change the order of your book. Yes, sir.
About those people who own taxes.
I hear you. So again,
About the people who own taxes.
back taxes?
Right.
Once you finally get your record clear, you want to remind them the fact they're all you. But the thing is, you don't want it. I don't want you to pay me. I don't want you to give me no retribution. Watch that word retribution. I don't want you to pay. You can't pay me for what you did to me. That was some type of spoil machine. You're going to give me a couple dollars a day. I messed over you over 400 years. So here's a couple dollars for it. No. You can't pay me for what you did. You know what I'm saying? Them Jews accepted retribution for what they deserve to be abused, for accepting that they're going to abuse me, rape my women, kill my people, take away my Native American identity, take away my land, my language, my culture, experiment on me, Tuskegee. You know what I'm saying? I don't get fair trials in court, I don't get equal opportunity, I don't get nothing. And then you're going to tell me 40 acres and a mule? First of all, if we all demanded 40 acres and a mule, they would have to get off the doggone country. 40 acres and a mule? If I stand and say black, oh, racist. I'm racist. If I say I'm black, I'm black and proud, I'm a racist. You know what I'm saying? If I got the white presidents, white Jesuses, white everything, and the moment I speak, man says to me, I want a black Jesus. They divided us against each other. I remember when the Koreans first came into the country, they were trying to stir stuff in the black neighborhoods between the blacks and the Koreans because we were getting along. And they didn't think that was going to happen. Then they brought the Vietnamese in, and they thought that was going to get us mad, so they're coming to take our jobs. We don't do that. We don't do it. They're coming to take our jobs. We don't do that stuff. Because we learn we can work together as a family. Because we need each other. You're the only one that can't survive without us. Because we are people of the sun. The sun loves us. When you talk about the Orient, it's talking about the rising sun. People of the sun. We work well with the sun. It doesn't give us skin cancer. When you fools, they say it's a sunny day, don't go to the beach. Any of y'all don't go to the beach, who needs to be slapped upside the head? When did he ever care about you to give you a warning? He don't care whether you go out and catch cancer. He don't want to catch cancer. What me and you got to watch out for is sugar diabetes. Because he gives us bad food. Right. That's what we got to watch out for. We got to watch out for aneurysm. Because he stressed us out. Because we're overworked. Because we're frustrated. Because we can't get things clear in our mind. Because we got to believe in so much crap, so much fiction. And then you get mad when I say to you, tell me where is God? Oh, you must be some kind of blasphemy devil. Why? Because I want to know, after 400 years, you pumping me up with God. I got the boy, I said, listen, I'm 52 years old. I was a Muslim most of my life. And it wasn't no law. It was a spook story. You know what I'm saying? I heard people say parole was a law. Nigga died. I heard people say Crown Testament was a law. Nigga died. That don't mean nothing to me. I want to know where God is before I die. I want to know when we meet before I will wait to die, then meet God, then find out I ain't there. And now if I start asking this here simple question while I'm in church, I become some kind of heathen, some kind of demon just because I want to know what's going to happen. Is there such thing as life after death? And if there isn't, just tell us. And we'll go on and we'll do something else. One is for sure, there's life before death with the sun. Because if there was no sun, we'd all be dead. There was no moon in the sky, we all would be dead. There was no nature, Mother Nature, we all would be dead. So when I turn back and say, well, excuse me, mister, I'm tired of looking down the path for some Jesus to come off a cross who didn't come off the cross that day and save some kids. That's right. Muslims were all Muslims got burned up on Mount Ararat and hard. Allah didn't come help them. I ain't seen God help nobody in my whole life except in personal situations where friends of mine who I used to number, thank God. While we're sitting there talking in talk crap, with children dying, there's rapists, there's bombs, and innocent people dying all over the world. And you're going to try to tell me this is a caring God? Then I say, well, let me talk to him. Because you say, Reverend, you talk to him. First you go in mouth, I'll talk to God. I want to talk to him. I want to ask you a couple questions about this condition we're in. How did this ever get better? I've been walking on this earth for 52 years. It ain't getting no better. And I'm looking at young men here who got the next 10 to 15 years of making in this world. And if they don't do something about it right now, they don't get that helping hand right here at the end of their arm to get up over there and make some stuff happen, you won't be like us thinking something's going to happen. Islam told us to look for his ass and must be walking with us. So when that help comes, that help is going to come. I realized my great-grandfather said that. My great-great-great-grandfather. We go all the way back to the day after Jesus died. They were still waiting for some salvation. With that wish and with that hope, we don't need nothing better. We sit around in religious groups and we all go up on the sides, we the Ansars, we all righteous. All the other side there, we the Nation of Islam, we all right. Over in the Mormon, that's the con. That's the biggest con. Just that nigga up their head and stand upside his head. When all the leaders can't come to a room together, you want to know why. Everybody was telling me, Doc, how come you and God don't get together? And then because I didn't try. Right. Everybody I meet from some other religion will talk about me when I leave, when I walk away, but they won't talk to me when I'm facing them. And I made myself available for 25 years. Stood there and said, I'll meet with anybody, talk to anybody, debate with anybody, whether it's in Arabic or Hebrew or Aramaic. If you want to go through the scriptures, if you want to deal with the facts, I'll talk to you. They don't want to do it. I told them about it and I studied your so-called 1 to 20. I studied them backwards and forwards. You understand now what? You want to talk about it? You want to deal with the facts of it, or you just want to look good for the girl? If the girl saying, I remember, we got clubs. We had clubs, we thought as a man. We had clubs, weddings and letters and stuff on them, and we walked through neighborhoods doing our thing, we were all about the girl. We had a singing group, we did a little wu-nuwaupu, just to sing the girl. We get on that basketball court and start showing off, catch the two girls. Some man do the roller skating ring, can't do one twist, that's try to go for 4 twists. Yes, for the girl. Once you butt, get up, yes for the girl. Just in drawing games and start killing and shooting each other. Yes for the girl. The boss, what is that doing for us as a people? Imagine the army that we would have, all those gangs, put their effort together for the against people that are trying to hurt us. They're not against each other. See why they're concerned with altering this gang from? They're afraid that one day you might say, Christian love. We got common right here. Let's defend our neighborhood against the incoming drug dealers. They're afraid of that. We might be sitting on the stoop, loaded up. You know what I'm saying? I know that Cadillac. You want to run up on that Cadillac and put that gun in your house. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't come back in our neighborhood with crack. You got it? Take it over for a gate. You got it? They're afraid of that. They know that can happen. They know that when the police run in your house, he might not come out being afraid. They know that can happen. When they walk up to your car, they sneak all down the side of the car. You know why? But they know what the young generation do here. My generation was smoking out. They go get on the car, lay on the floor, and they put on arms and they go get the floor. I was so scared. You young boys go like, come on with it. Come back though, because you know you're going to get this. They know how you feel. They know the blood of warriors of our ancestors moving. They don't know what to do about it. So they're giving you all music contracts. Giving the girl Foxy Brown in the prostitution. They created an atmosphere in 2054. You know what they did though? They didn't tell you about the other 15 other black group niggas that died within the same month. They only tell you about 2. Oh yeah? Do some research. Find out about it. Do some research and find all the names. Dad is with us. He gives me all that information. He said, man, they talk about Biggie Smalls and so 15 other young groups got shot up in between, in the turmoil. Why? Because that fear might cause them to unite. And when they want to unite, when they unite, they have to do some of that energy. Understand? You got somewhere to put that energy. Man, he gave you all this hype to give you this music contract, and if you out there and give you that water, you get powerful. You follow? And then when he says shut up, you say, it's different. I'm not dark. I mean, I use our language later. You know what I'm saying? He said, get out the car. You say, why? But I said so. Not good enough reason. You know what I'm saying? His might get blown away. He knows that. And he don't have that kind of heart. He only has heart when he comes at us in groups. And there's 2 of us. Then he'll come and kick you and punch you and hit you. Or when they run into a party and fall and light is them, and anybody can do it. They tell the black cop, you go on in, I'm going to call and get them back. This is real. All this is a part of our waking up, believe it or not. We may not like hip-hop. You young, so many people don't like hip-hop. We may like this is all of these are stages of us waking up. As people, this is all gone for our own self. Breaking away and become conscious of ourselves. Developing our own culture. Things pertaining to us. Now, the deal is he walking there, you can come in. We're not like you. You can come to my party. You understand what I'm saying? You're welcome to come where we're doing this. Don't look at it like, I'm not going to become a devil to make you happy now. Because if I start dogging you, then I become the devil. I ain't going for that game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to dog you. I'm going to kill you with kindness. I'm going to show you what a God is supposed to be. God ain't no demon. Some walk up to Amorites and slap them out. At times I wish I would have. I ain't going to lie. I don't want to hurt some of them when I see the stuff they do. But my God even says that, and then I become the devil. You understand what I'm saying? But now he comes and crosses the path and starts doing dumb shit. Right. Then he's his own Sabbath. Bottom line, and that is the fear. The fear is on an intellectual level, so the intellectual consciousness, and on a physical level, physical awareness. Intellectual consciousness and physical awareness. You know what happens when you get those 2 together? You get back to religion. You get back to station. You get back to leader. I'm your leader. I'm your brother. Any nigga try to be your leader, then leader try to be my leader, nigga, he's my brother. If I want your brother, he's not your leader. Man, if you want to be your leader, you want to know where he's leading you. want to know when you taking me right now. If I get in the taxi cab, I ask you, when you going to know when you going? I want to go to such and such and such. That's what the leader does. He's driving. So don't tell me you my leader, you ain't got no direction. So we don't need no leaders no more. We need to get our stuff together. That's not a leader. I don't adopt your life. I'm your leader. I'm your brother. I'm in the struggle with you. I'm trying to make this thing happen the best way I can and get as much information on the yard. Wu-nuwaupu is awesome. Right now, why? Because it deals with facts. That's what people don't like when they talk to you people. They get mad because they're Christians and they want to deal with mythology. But when you start saying, show me that in the Bible, you don't want to. Show me that in the Bible. You people, show me that in the Bible. Show me talk on that crap show. Show me all the read that. Well, King James, we a Hebrew? No, why you go to Hebrew Bible? I can't read Hebrew. Well, how you going to help me and you read a translation of the menu? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's in the food. That's all. Y'all going out there with that right knowledge. And our family, our nation, Wapo, is growing so fast you would not believe. I'm talking on a world scale. I'm not talking about just in America. We send delegates out across the country. They believe me or no, I got to take the brothers to election all across the country is back. Popping right knowledge. And kicking too. I'm saying kicking. Exactly. The right knowledge is fact, so it's simple. So they ain't got to get the phone today. And we just then I get that one day, we just believe. And what? In God. Where is it? Up there. Up there where? Not at all. I saw it up to you, but up to me and up to Elijah Warren is different. That means it's taller than you. Up to me, looking down at me at all times. So what are you talking about? When you get like that, people get mad. But then when you tell them, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll start with you asking me questions about anything, as long as I can ask you a question now. And if you expect me to give you an answer, I expect you to give me one. I don't want you to get mad at me. I want to ask you a question. So, when you go to that Bible, I say, this what you base it on? Prove this first. Damn the Jesus story. Damn the Moses story. All that stuff. First, prove this book is real. They haven't done that. They got to argue about the content of the book before they confirm the book. Prove to me the book is real. Show me some evidence that the Bible is real and the stories are real. There are none. There's no archaeological proof. You don't have none. So give it up. Let's do it now. In the first place you start with practical thinking. What is our first problem? Our first problem is where we're going to sleep, what we're going to eat. These are real. I'm saying our bills, our children, this is what's important. Everything else comes later. I have time with God if I'm sitting back and my bills are paid and I got some food on the table, my children are getting probably everybody's healthy. I will stand going to be thankful to God. I won't even need to see him if everything is okay. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sure that he's the one making sure everything is okay. But if I'm making sure everything is okay, hell, I don't need him. That's just on my own then. And if you're going out and getting a job, brother, and you out there working your fingers to the bone, and you bringing on that check, and you and your wife is counting that $1,000 all paying the bills, you doing all right. If God's doing that, it's you. Don't be saying, no, thank God I'm making it. So if you stop working tomorrow, God will be left in that case. Niggas be doing good and thanking God and get laid off and then blame the devil. 10 niggas in a car accident, 10 niggas in a car accident, 3 died, right? And 7 lived, and 7 lived saying, thank God, so they're all about the 3 that died. Nigga on critical list dying in the hospital, the family come to the hospital and say, oh God, save my father or save my uncle. Nigga get better. They say, thank you God. God is the one that caused the initial accident, fool. Because everything is controlled by God, according to your belief. Simple thing is going to break the spell. Simple fact is going to break the spell. And it's based on the big Q. Question people. Don't let nobody stand in front of you like excuse me, I don't want to be rude, Brother Farrakhan, but you've been speaking for about 3 hours. You can say, I love you, you do a great thing. Tell me that great. That's all I mean, and ever I can beat you up. That's all. I just want to ask you a question, man. You know, you see Arabic for one and you Muslim no. So, could you put the Quran away? You don't know if that's what it says. What is it translated? Was it translated by one of your fathers? No. Was it translated by the Uncle Muhammad? No. Was it translated by Master Prophet Muhammad? No. So it ain't your Quran. Could you please put it away until you produce your Quran? It's real. It's not. It's what I'm telling you, that Quran is, I translated this Quran for us. As a Sunni Muslim say, your brother don't have the right to translate the Quran. Excuse me. You didn't hear what he said. He said he translated his Quran for us. It's not for you, Arabs. It's not for us. Ours. All these years, all the teaching us Islam, you didn't give us our Quran, you lied. You know it's Adam created that one. You said swampy long. Don't be small. You know what words we don't use. I'm not supposed to understand. But now I show you right there Adam created black one. What's your answer? You know they say you don't have the right to translate the Quran. I got the right to do it. There must be on some kind of trip. I got the right to do anything that I can get away with. That's the real deal. That's not anything I want to do, because a whole lot of stuff I'd like to do, I can't get away with. I got the right to do anything I can get away with. You know what I'm saying? And I got away with translating the Quran for my people, and it's busting up your face. That's all. Now you can't deal with it. The brothers and sisters now, when they go to your mosque, they don't have to come in and depend on some Pakistani in his opinion. They got to go on and that. No, the word. Songs of that, we got every other word we can see it. The word songs where you get that from? That's his opinion. And what was yours? What was Yusuf Ali? Yusuf Ali was his opinion, but you wasn't there when he was translating it, so you don't know. What was Victor? What was mine? So now we got a brother giving us an opinion for us, and it's wrong, but I'm going to take a Pakistani opinion. You understand? That's right. That's back, you know. Talk to you. Question. Where in the back? Okay, you had there now. Yeah, go ahead. And that brother in the white hat.
How can we utilize the power of the bounds out here?
You must be more confident. Yes, sir. All right, you don't know what that. What they did is they put CM on so they can knock off Noble Ali. Remember, Il Bey was merely his translator and friend. So what the game is, they will give attention, you know what I'm talking about. This guy was so deep. He'll give so much attention to Farrakhan that you'll forget there was Elijah Muhammad. They give CM Bey so much attention so you forget there was a prophet Noble Ali. That is the game. You understand how they work? That's why. If you go on the back of this dollar bill, I'll show you right now. First of all, the man on the cover of the dollar, front of the dollar bill, the $1 bill, George Washington is wearing an Egyptian headdress. Now pop a dollar out your pocket and take a look at, it's called a namuz in ancient Egypt. Their hairstyle they wear is what's called a party of the wig. And all the judges and all that, you see that going to the last time, right? They wear the wig. You see the wig? You see what he has on his face? Now, taking things back with me, they can think your way back to Egypt and see the Sphinx. Look back and see the Sphinx. You see what I'm saying? You're looking at the Sphinx's face when you look at George Washington. You can actually morph it over on top of it and see the hairstyle. He's trying to look like the Sphinx because they got their power under the sign of Leo. The Zodiac constitutional laws teach you about the principles and signs of Leo. The fifth power. That's why they said fifth. The man don't use force to make up a whole. He uses fifth. Why? He doesn't use one, he uses seconds. He tells you there's 60 seconds second in a minute. Shouldn't he be 61st in a minute? Reason why they're second is because everything is dealing in twos to him. He's dealing in twos because there's two seals on the back of the dollar bill. Y'all, there's their seal and there's our seal. But what they did is they hid a mystery in our seal. I'm going to show you. Keep your eyes on that $1 bill.
Break it down.
When you look at our seal, you see a circle. You with it? 360 degrees. 5 into 360 is 72. 9. Our number. Zodiac. Ready? You have a pyramid. Top removed. You see that part? And then you have a small pyramid like this, with an eye on it. Reverse this pyramid. You got it? And what do you get? With the eye in it. Everything you missed the other part, which is the crescent on our fez, look beneath it and you'll see the wreath. The original symbol of the ancient mystic Moor was an upright crescent and a six-pointed star. The five-pointed star represented 5 principles that we lived under. What are they? Freedom. And the devil, we put that on his symbol, and we inverted the crescent. And unbeknown to most who don't know much about the shrine, that's not supposed to be a moon. It's supposed to be a what? A claw. A claw. A lion's teeth. The Bengal tooth tiger. And they put Khufu's face right here. You with me? And beneath it, they put the 5-pointed star, which represents the pentagram. With me? Which goes back to Ra, back to the ram. They make you think the ram is negative, but the deity Ra is a ram in ancient Egypt and represents a 5-pointed star. But when they show you the face of Mendez, they don't just give you a 5-pointed star. They give you an inverted 5-pointed star. I can't draw well. But then they add a torch up here, which gives you the 6th point, the devil's number, equality, as they say. You with me? Yeah. They have changed things. The pentagram represents the 5 principles that we, as Moors, gave them when we initiated them into our sweat lodges as Native Americans. George E. Washington was not initiated first into the Masonic Lodge like they show you. Never sat them in the New York Lodge. I've seen it. No, he was initiated under Alhambra. Alhambra is under the Knights of Columbus. Talk to me. What was Columbus? Was Columbus a Presbyterian, a Baptist, or a Catholic? The Catholics are not Freemasons. They are Knights of Columbus. Brothers and sisters got little bits of the truth. But the nation of Moors got to rise now. We got to get the whole truth or nothing but the truth. How much, regardless how much it hurt our feelings, because we like being black Muslims, or we like being Ansar, or we like being Hebrew Israelites, or we like this, we like a whole lot of things, but we are Morenos. We had empires. This country is our country. This is Egypt of the West. Plato talks about this Atlantis. And our brothers and sisters from the far east are Maxim, from the southern part of this country. And we live quite well together. And we didn't bet on the gold. We bet on the grain. We bet on the corn. We exchanged food, not minerals. We wore minerals. You with me? Our ancient symbol. And then we had a mystical society. It meant on 40 degrees. That's why the Quran, Muhammad said, you're not grown until you are. Moses got his revelation when he was. Muhammad started his mission when he was. You have to get 40 degrees. Not 33 degrees. Not 32 degrees. Don't fall for that freezing. That's another game. In order for you to do that, you got to take out this 5 point and put that in the 6 point in the inverted crescent, representing the teeth of the Bengal tiger. But when you add the sword, y'all, you don't put on top the sword of whom? Of Muhammad, the Turk of Ottoman Empire, who was in the Crusades. That's the wrong sword. We gave them that sword. Our sword was the sword of Ali. Ali, which comes from Most High. Another name for Anu. And the 2 pillars that they call Boaz and Joktan represented Hassan and Hussein. And the Grand Master was Ali. The name meaning the Most High. This is the way our lodges were set up when we initiated them into our science. And we named each one of the principles of the 5 P's by different tribes. First we had Ali on the top. Then we had Eel. Then we had Al. Then we had Bain. And then we had Day. And we had a secret code that we would say to each other. We would say, guard your genes at bay. Guard your genes at bay, or else one day you will all be aliens. Now the mystic codes that the Moors kept amongst themselves in the sacred order, that now can be opened up. The seals are broken. They're no longer anymore kept secret. But all that is kept secret is kept sacred. That's what Prophet wu-nuwaupu was trying to talk about. And there wouldn't be no Elijah Muhammad if there wasn't no wu-nuwaupu. Right? There wouldn't have been no Master Farad, Ford, whatever other name you want to call that white boy. He came out to the temple in Jersey, the Canaanite temple, trying to mix in with us. And when wu-nuwaupu identified us with the Canaanite temple, he was talking about the son Hamid. He mentioned the 11th son, Hamid, in his Quran. He wasn't talking about the other tribes. When he identified us as a Moabite, that doesn't mean that's all we were. He knew that Abraham was standing on a mountain talking to Lot about a lot of land. Y'all listen now. It's all similar. He knew that Abraham was talking to Lot and decided which lot of land do you want. And Lot chose to go amongst the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? And Abraham went to get him before the elders would destroy the city. Not because they were homosexuals, But because the scripture says they were wicked. Had nothing to do with homosexuality. That's something Christian churches use so they can go fag back. It just says they were wicked. That's what the scripture says. If you want to add in homosexuality, the word Sodom does not mean homosexuality. They made that up too. But that's okay. That's the game they play. That's where they work. He gave them a choice. The same choice given to Solomon. Wealth or wisdom. Abraham said to Lot, wealth or wisdom. Lot looked at the fruitful land and said, wealth, and took himself to hell. And Abraham had to go down and reach down. He had to reach down in the filth and muck and mire of Sodom and raise Lot. You understand? And raise Lot out of that filth. And say, you were born 3 times now. Not one. You with me? Yes. When Noble Ali was talking about the Moabite, he was not trying to make you think you were a Moabite of a tribe. This kind of dialogue started after he died by people who didn't understand what he was doing when he was doing this. Who think they do, or thought they do, or feel they do, or wish they do. It's true. Truth is truth. He pulled them out of the filth. And then Melchizedek met him and blessed him and introduced him to Elyon, the Most High God, Genesis chapter 16 says. He took him higher to get up off your face, Abraham, and start worshiping the stars. No more than he worshiped the ground. You with me? So now Lot, in that evil, in that mixed up of wickedness, he had sex with his daughters. Men came to the door. Men had asked for some men inside the house. They didn't say so we could have sex with them. That is not what the Bible says. It says Arah, so we could get to know them. Because we see you run out and prospect them. Who are they? They must be gods. Back then they wanted gods amongst them, or wise men amongst them, to bless their crops, to guarantee safety and health in their land. It wasn't about sex. That's somebody's sickness that they want to put in the body. Their own perversion. Nowhere in that Bible does it say that these men outside want to have sex with the angels. It said right there, I want to know them. I want to know them. You know them. And I'll show you in my Torah and translation various other places where that same word is used. They got nothing to do with homosexuality. Just 2 people said, I want to get to know you. You follow? But Lot said, before I let y'all take these angels out there and harm them with your wicked self, I'll give you my 2 virgin daughters. That's with God he had these great men. What? Anyway, the promise was broken because the promise said, if I find one righteous person, I'll spare the city. Lot was there. He was supposed to be righteous, and the city got destroyed. So the promise was broken. Lot went out, had sex with his 2 daughters, and one of the children's name is Mim, or in Hebrew, Mo, Ad. Sometimes they add a U in the middle there. White. Mo, Ad. The word Mo in Hebrew is of or from as my father. The name Moab just means of my own father. He had another son Ben-Ami. But the tribe we're dealing with here is Moab, of his own father. He would not be trying to direct you down a path through the world of righteousness in Islamism and tell people that you are Moabite, conceived out of obvious incest. You know what I'm saying? He would not want you to go against the world saying, we're Moabites, meaning we're incestual. We're Canaanites, meaning that in Leviticus chapter 14, we have a curse of leprosy. Or that God took our land and gave it to the Israelites. The same God that we as Moabites would be worshiping, the same God that we as Canaanites would be worshiping, took our land and gave it to the Israelites. You obviously are misunderstanding the story. You know what I'm saying? That's not what was meant by those stories. The Bible is nothing but a plagiarized book of the Inu-Ma-Elish, the ancient Sumerian tablets, put together by Tammuz. The New Testament, like the brother said, is no more than a play written by Joseph Splatter's Tiso. And you are betting your soul on a play and a copy of someone else's book. Nebuchadnezzar is no more than Nebu. Never again. Nebu. That's Nubia again. Nebuchadnezzar. The Babylonian king, that was you, Sumerian. They make him a bad man in the Bible when he has visions and dreams. He lived the same life as Joseph. Daniel comes in and he raises Daniel because Daniel interprets his dreams. And he makes Daniel a chief in Babylon. Isn't that the same story of Joseph in Egypt? They plagiarize and copy stories. And you're betting your life on Bible. And betting your life on Quran. Muslims yell all day, no racism in Quran. No racism in Quran. The ilafi Quraysh, ilafihim rahlat. That is racism. The family of Ali Imran Mustafa, Ali Amrata, is raised above other nations. In the 3rd chapter of the Quran. That is racism. Muslims are racist. Now you want the story of Muslims or you want the story of Muslims? You want the true story of Muslims? It goes back again to Ali. Ali had a wife. Her name was Fatima. She was the daughter of the real Prophet Muhammad. The nappy-haired one. The dark-skinned guy. You understand that? But the people from the southern Arabia conquered. After Muhammad was dead, they persecuted his daughter Fatima until she died. And they persecuted the 2 sons of them, Hassan and Hussein, so they wouldn't be successors of Muhammad, and then called us Shia. A name the Quran says, don't call yourself. Don't call yourself a Shia thing. The Shia sect. Now the Iranians, some Russians call themselves Shia. Or Iraqis, that was our family, Ali. And they chased us up the Hijaz. Who chased us? Our own relatives. Abbaside. Abbaside is short for Abbas Rasul. Hear their name? Family of Rasul, Abbaside. His own uncle, his son was jealous that Ali and them was going to become the rulers of Islam. So they chased them up the Hijaz into Egypt and down into Dongola, where Jesus was at as a baby. A village where he was protected called Biga. The Handandawa people, the Fuzzy Wuzzy, your descendants, warriors that nobody would mess with. The Danako people. Them big old frogs. Because he knows about the Fuzzy Wuzzy and how powerful they were. So they chased us up out of Arabia. Ali went towards the far east The only people that will protect them with the Quran were the Chinese. Islam don't want to talk about that. That's why they have a hadith saying, seek knowledge even unto China. They were saying, go find that Quran and kill them people and burn that original Quran. Get rid of it. Don't let them know what that is. You follow? Ali went to a place called Kufa first. And there he had the people take Hebrew and turn it upside down and create a script called Kufic. And he put the Quran in Kufic so that those so-called Arabs who had Muhammad's tongue, the Sanahu, the language that Allah put the Quran in, because he didn't put it in his own tongue. The Quran is not in Allah's tongue. So the Arabic of the Quran is Muhammad's own family dialect. But not Lisanul Lisanul. And those who sought to destroy it wanted to destroy that dialect. But Ali went off with the Quran and had it put into Kufa. And then it moved around the world, the whole circumference of the planet, 24,896 miles. It completed a whole equinox, laying 1 mile to every year. And then it popped up here in the west. You follow that? Notice Ali, the prophet, did not give them Muhammad's Quran to read. You understand? He only gave them his own version of Quran Circle 7. It gave them the science of the life and times of Jesus, the most prominent prophet in this country at the time, giving them missing records of Jesus. That was his way of disbalancing Christianity, by introducing something to blacks in America, as they were being called, that they'd never seen before. Giving them the King James Version of the Bible would not help them. Giving them a Quran without giving them the Arabic of it would only confuse them, because the only Qurans in existence pertain to specific sects of Muslim, either Ahmadiyya, Wahhabi, or whatever. It would be fruitless for me to give you a Wahhabi Quran if I'm trying to teach you about Moors, and Moors won't be mentioned in there. He knew what he was doing, but he knew his day would come when you have your own Quran written for you as Moors. Thank you.